All right, people, let's do this. Yep, one day till FOMO is right. Still time for you, Frank, to get on a plane. Just tell your family, be like, hey, I'm going out to get a pack of Luckies. Then drive up to Newark and just get the hell out of there. There's Tom Duffy. Speaking of getting the hell out of there. The goal is to get this chapter done, Tom, so you can get the next chapter done. And so on and so forth. I was thinking about a short story for an anthology, but I think I'll wait till probably Friday or Saturday to do that. Depending on how tomorrow plays out. So picking up Nick about 1 p.m. That means Tom coming to get you right after that. Chuck should be here about 6. Then we can have dinner. Got me a frozen coffee with mocha and whipped cream. Did some running around this morning. I went to the library. Went to Dunkin'. My wife is home today, preparing for MandoCon, so I got her one of those something guava refresher things. And then got gas in the pickup truck. Went to the post office, dropped off some packages, came home. We cut some limbs off of the trees out front that are going way too low. Then I almost freaked out. I had a panic attack for no reason. Then I couldn't breathe. Then I took a very cold shower, and now I'm here. Should be finished with Crazy Eddie tonight. Okay, Rich, you get to the end when it turns out it was all a dream. Sorry, spoiler alert, it was all a dream. I went to the library today to pick up a book, and I forgot to bring the Crazy Eddie book, so I have the Crazy Eddie book right here, right now. Right here, right now. Me and my wife, Frank, because you mentioned it, we watched the Amy Bradley is Missing 3-part documentary on Netflix. I'm going to be honest with you. That one's living rent-free in my head right now. It's almost like Yellow, the bass player, is asking me why I'm not in the celebrity room. That's how intense it is right now. Like, that is crazy, a crazy story. So if you have not watched it, watch it. That picture of the girl on that website is totally her. Oh, exactly. Yeah, I believe it is definitely her. I believe they smuggled her off the ship, and she'd be like 50 years old now. But it sounds like from that one, so if you believe all the people that swear they met her and she told everybody her name was Amy, if you believe her and you believe the lady in the bathroom says, can I see the kids? You got to believe, especially if she's in sex trafficking, that she probably has a kid or two or more. And maybe that's one reason now they're threatening her with, we're gonna kill your kids. We're gonna take your kids away. And I believe the initial thing was, if you don't do as we say, we're gonna kill your family. So I believe it happened because we've seen it before. But it is insane that somebody's looking at the website and pictures and stuff. Is it her captors seeing if they're any closer? Is it her? But then if it's her, if she's sneaking it, then why isn't she sending a message? If it's not, if it's her, but she's being supervised while she's looking as like a reward or something, Yeah, there's definitely her on the website, though. Definitely. It's kind of crazy they can't find her if she's still alive. The problem is, she's in other countries, and FBI just can't walk in there. Yeah. What the family needs to do, maybe they have, is to get a private investigator down in those areas to look for her. You know what I'm saying? Because she'll probably at some point they'll just go, you know what, she's old and we don't need her anymore, and then we're just gonna kill her, and then you'll never find her, and then she'll wash up on shore during a Shark Week episode. But yeah, it was very interesting. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I liked it because it was awful. Who's this lady? Parking over here in her black Patriot car. Seriously, who are you? She is wearing gray yoga pants. Oh, she's coming to the little free library. Oh, nice. If the type of thing that reminds you that you don't have it so bad. Yeah, it is the type of. Yeah, exactly. It's just so like random and crazy, right? You go on a cruise and then it's like, okay, am I going to get kidnapped and be put into sex trafficking on this cruise? Is the toilets gonna back up? Is this gonna be a poop cruise? What kind of cruise is this gonna be? You know? But she's already took out, she's bringing a book with her. And she already pulled one book out. Well, we're cutting the trees and I noticed that the little free library on top is absolutely packed out. So hopefully she takes more than she puts in. That would be good. So what are you doing? No, she just put two books. She just put both books in. Oh, she took a book. Okay. Staring at her butt. So she put two in and she took a book. Okay. All right. It also reminds you to never hook up with a bass player. Yeah, those people are insane. Oh, do you want to be human sex trafficked? Date a bass player. Cutting the trees. Not yeah. No cheese. Trees. Ugh. So she picked up a book. Good for her. Good for you. She's like, I know I saw a copy of Socks in here, but I don't see it anymore. Oh, yeah, no. I think she likes dudes. Don Winslow's book comes out September 16th, even though he's retired from writing. Yeah. I saw an interview with him, and he basically said, "Oh yeah, so I retired, but then I got this idea, so I figured you might as well write it." You go, okay, might as well write it and get a huge advance for it. Why not? What was BK's hot take on that? On what? On his friend Donnie, Don Winslow. He don't care about Don Winslow. Winslow is an author that actually makes a shit ton of money, so he doesn't care about him. He wants to talk about the kids he's trying to prop up. D wins. Somebody on the my mystery short story group said, "Hey, does anybody know of a good heist book?" But on that group, unlike Books of Horror, nobody self promotes. So I couldn't just go, "Hey, I got a trilogy you're gonna love about a heist." I couldn't do it. People really get mad at that. Unlike on the Books of Horror, where anybody posts anything, and Rami is one of those people that just. My book is actually not about a heist. It's about a cryptid. But here's the link. I've looked at Books of Horror in a dog's age. I'll do you one better. I haven't looked in a donkey's age. That's an extra year and a half. I see them in my feed, and a lot of times when I hit the snooze button, it's the specific person who's posting, and I'm like, you know what, that's good enough. Yeah, donkey's age. I'm 2 paragraphs into this book. Does it get any better? Should I DNF it or keep reading? Yeah. There, that's what you've missed on books. Exactly. Is this book going to get any scarier? I need a book that scares me. I need a book that I literally shit my pants. And if it's not going to be that within the first 37 words, why are we even reading this? I need a book for my 3-year-old to read that will make her freak out and scared of the dark. And she's pretty much read every Matt Shaw book, and none of it really scares her at all. She's just like, eh. I think they should throw you put of the group if you ask for book recommendations that are actually scary. Yeah. Someone wrote, I'm 50 pages in and not into it. Does it get better? And one of the comments was, it gets better on page 51. So stupid. You mean page 81 when the babies actually fight? It's just so stupid. All of it is just so dumb. Let's see how hard I can be. Let's see how cool I can be. I think I think Nick right now is like, all right, let me get the rest of this dynamite into the park and blow some shit up before I get on a plane tomorrow. Volpe with that beard looks like mini Anton LaVey. Yeah, he looks weird. I watched a couple of shark shows yesterday. I think one of them was new, but the other one was from like last year or the year before. It was called like Headstone Beach or something. And there was like Return to Headstone Beach this year. Looking for bull sharks or tiger sharks or something. And I watched both of those episodes yesterday back to back. I also watched Skinwalker Ranch, and I was texting with my wife back and forth, and I said, "You are not going to believe this, but their equipment just malfunctioned." And she was like, "That's impossible." I said, "I know." Dawn of Headstone Beach. No, but I know who you're talking about. I know Dawn. Yeah, yeah, a lot of head on that beach. Because of course on Skinwalker Ranch, last night's episode, things went awry. Shit got real. There was like an airplane flying low, and then somebody broke into Travis's trailer, messed with his computer. Of course, they have no video of any of that. But I saw the plane, but the just funny. And I watched it the whole time, and I got bullshit. Excuse me, that was on me. Aliens, definitely not meth. Nope. Meth heads in the desert. First, I was like, maybe it's the secretive military people in all black with black SUVs with no license plates. I'm like, oh no, that's on Blind Frog Ranch. That happens over there. Which the ranches are actually very close to each other, so the secret military people could easily hit both ranches in one night. Bless you. The real action is happening over at Hidden Valley Ranch. You know what? Probably. Those sons of bitches. If you actually read the ingredients of Hidden Valley Ranch, you would see that alien DNA is actually, like, I think, the fourth or fifth item put in there. So, Mr. Frank says, God bless. I'm on the next page. I'm guessing there's no. Yeah, Godsmack is right. I guess Nick's not around. I'm done with that. This might be the only thing I write today. The only thing. Nick is on a bus south of Sheboygan. Yeah, probably. So Luana Meds just followed me several minutes ago. There's Nicholas. He's very west of Sheboygan. So the bus is going the wrong way, Nick. Going the wrong way. Were we saying Sheboygan wrong, probably? Like, what's the other? Waukesha? You gonna meet Waukesha at the club? Well, buses move, you know. Sometimes buses don't move though. Sometimes you got to go south to go west, or east, or north. Something. Nick, did you watch the Amy Bradley is Missing 3-part documentary? You could be working on a bus. I've seen people taking pictures on a bus, or delivering food on a bus, or being a serial killer on a bus. Yeah, very testy. And you're saying Sheboygan, right? Sheboygan? Is that the way you say Sheboygan? Sheboy, he gone. Next page, Nick's in. Next page. haven't seen that yet. Lots of train wreck episodes. Yeah, all good. Even the ones that Frank said were mid, still good. You got to watch the Amy Bradley is Missing on Netflix. It's a 3-parter, 45 minutes each or so. See if you can watch it tonight before you leave, so we can discuss it all weekend. PI Moms has Nick all out of sorts. He seems to be feeling a kind of way today. Yeah. Are the stations playing all the junkyard hits with the death of the lead singer? Yes, all of the stations. No. Frank, did you see the big news today? Howard Stern is not going to be not going to renew. I think he's got one more year on that contract. 5 years, $500 million contract. And they're saying he's saying I would go 1 or 2 more years. And they're saying we're not going to pay you $100 million or $150 million a year more for your last 2 years. Then of course there are people that are saying, oh, it's political because he used to be Trump's friend and now he's shitting all over Trump. So now they're going to get rid of him. That should have happened like 15 years. Exactly. It'll make you feel a kind of way about not being in the celebrity room. It will. Yeah, I haven't listened to Howard Stern in a long time. I think maybe the first year he was on satellite radio, I would tune in every now and then. And I'm going to tell you why I didn't like it. Because he cursed a lot. And I liked it better when he couldn't curse. He would say things that were like pushing the envelope, but not... Like I remember in one time and he was like, they had strippers on and he was like, basically like, show me your effing tits. You know, he was like going on and on. I'm like, that's not edgy. I can't imagine anybody's really still listening. Yeah, and good for him, because he made a shit ton of money. Shit tons. Like, how much money do you actually need? You made $500 million just in the last 5 years. $500 million. Million. And then he sold all of his stock as soon as he was able to. The first time they paid him millions of dollars. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I think he tanked after his divorce and went all Hollywood and became the thing he made fun of, which is what got him there to begin with. Yeah, I agree with that too. When he started dating Beth O. Like, you know, it was funnier when you had just a normal Long Island wife and kids, and now you're like all Hollywood and hell, he does a show 1 to 2 days a week. Oh, really? Had no idea. I think one of the deals they're gonna make is, I just read today. Again, I didn't think about Howard. I haven't thought about Howard Stern in forever. That he wants the rights to all of his shows. You know, and so they might strike a deal like, okay, you work another year, you give us a last year, and we will give you all of the rights to your shows, but then no money would be exchanged. I can't believe that he would need the money at this point. Then he started apologizing to all the celebs he goofed on. Lame, not even mid. Lame. Ooh. Lame is lower than mid, in case anybody didn't know. Yeah. Well, because then all of a sudden he was friends with all of them, which is ridiculous. I liked it better when he was fighting with Sam Kinison and John Bon Jovi and stuff, you know? Good times. Man, when I was working in 89 and 90, when I was working at the for Public Works in Middletown, cutting the grass at the police station, I'd have my headphones every morning, Howard Stern, every morning. The Jesus twins, the Jesus twins. Every morning I would listen to Howard Stern. I got to hear when the Judas Priest, when they had to go to court. I had all kinds of people coming on that he would make fun of, and it was great. Because he was on the outside, and he was mad about it. But then he got in the inside. The Channel 9 show, I was living with George Martin and John Nadell at the time, and we would have everybody over that night, and John would scream and yell at people to shut up when Howard Stern was on. We'd watch the show. We'd watch some pay-per-view. Never forget Tyson fight. John went into the kitchen to grab a beer. The fight, it was like the fight just started, and by the time he popped like three tops off of 3 bottles of beer to come back in, the fight was over. I'm like, you just kicked in like $15-20 for this fight. You didn't even get to see it. Friday night's Morton Downey Jr. Then exactly. No, I think you're right. Yeah, we would watch Morton Downey Jr., not his father. We would watch Morton Downey. Yeah, I don't know the exact. I know we would watch that. But then I would go into my room, put on my television, and I would watch 90210 and then Melrose Place. I love Melrose Place. Yep, but Bongo Fiesta. I did not have that. Dieter Shapinski did. Dieter Shapinski had the very first, when Howard Stern was doing albums like in the early 80s. He had one that he had gotten signed. He went and saw Howard Stern at Club Benet, and he was basically Howard was selling them out of his trunk of his car. Dieter got one and got it signed. It was like a black and white cover. It was the old photo of Howard Stern with a mustache, and he's wearing like a black leather glove. And everybody buying pay-per-view Tyson fights back then were basically throwing money in the toilet. We did it. We did because it was like, all right, we're gonna invite 30 people over, and everybody kick in $2, and then the pay-per-view was like 30, and we just made like enough for the beer. Yeah, exactly. Sloppy. Those are good times. When you know what, you're 19 years old, let's watch the Tyson fight for a minute. This dude's out there right now walking his dog, and that dog is taking a giant poop on Neil's lawn. And this guy keeps looking around, looking around. And I'm thinking he's going to take a walk. He's doing the pat on my. Oh no! I know he got a bag out. Okay, good. You know what? Good. I was almost mad at you there. You're good. You're good. I can type, but not that about the guy who were. Yeah. There's certain things you're not allowed to say. Next page, almost, Mr. Frank. Next page. Tom says, my dad got the Tyson fight that ended in 29 seconds. I clearly remember the anchor. Yeah, that was John Nadell. He literally went into the kitchen. He's like, I got time before the fight starts. He runs in there to get another beer. And everybody's like, get me a beer. Hey, get me a beer. It's like 3-4 people were like a beer. So he takes out a 6-pack and he just starts popping the tops off. And by the time he turns around to come back in the room, fight is over. I think at that point I was like, yeah, I don't think we're gonna. I don't think we should do this anymore. I like the one where Tyson mooned the home audience. Yeah, great one. I want to remind everybody to subscribe or resubscribe, and also to follow me on YouTube. I'm building that up over there. nicely, slowly but nicely. And also, yeah, I will not be on tomorrow, obviously, because at the time I would be on YouTube Live, Nick Zinn will be landing in a tuxedo at the Jacksonville airport, wowing all the men and the women there. But I will be on Friday for those who are either unable to come to MandoCon or just don't give a shit enough to come to MandoCon this year. And you will be able to see everybody on Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good times, always good times. Not on tomorrow. What am I supposed to do? I mean, I could be on, Nick, if you want me to go on at 1 o'clock. You're just gonna have to Uber over here because I can't be at 4 places at 2 times or something. Whatever that saying is. Can't kill two stones with one bird. Mondo Cab Confessions. that was a good. That was a good show. A Taxi Cab's Confessions show. I mean, it was all BS and all a setup, but I like the dude who was in the one that we always I think we've talked about before is the dude who played keyboards on tour with the Goo Goo Dolls. That was good. Yeah, I would watch that every time a new episode came out. I would watch. That was great. That was great. It was like the three married slutty Staten Island chicks get in basically, and they were talking about blowing guys in the bathroom because they were getting free drinks or something, and then they're all married, and then they were like, "No, and we're just oh my god, we're being we're just joking." No, you weren't. It was real reality, was it real? Yeah, like PI moms. Dashboard confessional. No, I don't. I don't believe that's what we're even talking about, Tom. I didn't watch PI Moms yet. Well, hurry up and watch it. You gotta watch for tonight. You gotta watch PI Moms, and you gotta watch all 3 parts of Amy Bradley is Missing. Or you, I don't know if you even should even come here because we're gonna have big discussions. Thursday night we're gonna be talking about these things. I'd wager not one of those clips was scripted. Who I also I don't believe you because you know why? I know who wrote all those scenes. Geezer Butler. Geezer Butler wrote them all. There probably will be zero talk about Star Wars this weekend. You know what, Tom? God, I wish that was true. I'm sure there will still be the Mike Geeks, the two of the Mike Geeks. Actually, the other one sometimes do. We will hear the words Deadpool. We will hear Star Wars. Yeah, there'll be a lot of that talk. Old Mike will try to talk politics like he always does. Amanda will shut him down immediately, which is nice. All the passengers were just members of the queues in different wigs. You know what? More than likely. Star Wars, Deadpool, sharks. I wish we talked about sharks. If we talked about sharks, you know what? Would join the conversation. My goal for MandoCon is to be more positive, less negative. That's what that means. Especially with Chuck here. I might even clean up my desk today. He would definitely talk about scalloped hammerheads. Oh, hell yeah. I started that Frankenshark one because I figured it was about Frank Edler. And about, I don't know, 5 minutes into it, I'm like, I don't want to watch this. I still have like 20 sharks. I don't want to watch this. I just deleted it. Oh, thanks. Yeah, well, if you got more than 5 minutes of it, you watched more than I did. I was like, I'm not interested in this. I don't. Stop doing stupid comparing sharks and all this stuff. Who gives a crap? I don't. I don't give a crap. I didn't finish about half the Shark Week docs I attempted. Yeah. Yesterday I put those other ones, those Headstone Beach ones on, those two. But I basically just. Then I was also on my phone playing my baseball game on my phone. So I would like. Every now and then I would look up. It was that Australian dude with the real thick Australian accent with dreadlocks. That old white dude with dreadlocks. And I'm like, I don't understand what the hell you're saying half the time. There were maybe 3 or 4 I watched the whole way through. Yeah, it was disappointing. I'm not sure what happened. Are they running out of ideas? Are they phoning it in? Is it a money issue? Is it Dickey took up all the budget and they're like, we got this one show this year with Dickey and now we can't afford any of these other ones. You know, oh, we got this Dancing with the Sharks bullshit. Let's just concentrate on that. Like, was there even a get like Jason Momoa wasn't it last year? Like there was people talking about sharks and doing dumb things. I don't even think we had a person this year. Very, very, disappointing. 'Very 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 disappointing. ' And I'm sure I'll burn through whatever I have taped after MandoCon. Jason Momoa is too busy crushing every single metal concert this year. Yeah, I know. It's like 30 videos in a row of Jason Momoa in the pit, you know? And people either not realizing it's him and just getting knocked around, or people just stopping and moving back. Like, let me get my phone out. Jason Momoa is about to hit me. Dancing with the Shark is one of the ones I watched all of. No. No. Those were mid. I didn't watch them. There's no way I was watching those. I didn't tape them. I didn't watch them. Nothing. I know I have one more United Gangs of America to watch. I think it's the Yakuza. We'll probably watch that one tonight, unless my wife's still running around, chicken with her head cut off, getting stuff done. I know she's supposed to go food shopping, so hopefully she'll go food shopping soon. Maybe I'll sneak in a couple of shark ducks. In the new Trafficked episode, she goes to, wait for it, Mexico. Yeah, she likes going to Mexico. So I didn't watch. I don't think I've watched the last two episodes. I watched the season premiere one this season where she's confused because the drug dealers won't let her sit in on a buy. Like, why would they let you do that? She's always just so confused whenever she's like, so you've killed people? So you work for a cartel and you have actually killed people for drugs and money? Like, really? You've been doing this for how many years? You're confused about that? I wait for one of them to go, no, we don't, no, we don't kill people. We ask them nicely. And if they say, no, we don't want to sell you drugs, or we don't want to buy your drugs, we're like, you know what? No, that's fine. We'll find somebody else. Let's shake hands and we'll just both walk away. There's always the ever present, do you feel bad about that? Yeah, she loves asking. She loves asking these people. I mean, you know, the drugs you're selling, people are dying from them, right? Don't don't you feel bad about that? No. You know what I feel bad about? Not making more money. That's what I feel bad about. The cartel knows who she is by now, but every time they're not sure, they want to meet because she might be undercover. Yeah, because the cartel, I guess they're too busy, killing people and doing bad things, and nobody in the cartel, hundreds of thousands of drug dealers and Sicarios and everything else. Nobody watches television. Nobody can go, what's her name? Let me just Google that real quick. Lions Pride Media. Hey, dude, back. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything is good. Hope the writing is going well. I'll probably be on for another 7 more minutes. I want to finish this chapter. There's the bottom, right there. Frog in my throat. Lions Prime Media says, I just dropped 2 new ones and I'm working on 2 more just to drop 3 more when I'm done. I've been busy. Sounds like you have been busy. Keep it going. Keep it going. Tom, we just broke 40,000 words on this book. Just letting you know. Yeah, drop it like it's hot. Exactly. We gotta figure out for tomorrow, Tom. I would like to not lose um, any of our writing. Did you do a crazy Eddie review video? Not yet. I was actually planning on doing it um, this afternoon when my wife went to the store. I did that C.W. Blackwell book. I will do it today, and it will probably be up tonight or tomorrow. I also have an unboxing to do as well. So lots happening. I don't want to miss anything because I want to, because I know MandoCon I'll be busy doing stuff. But there you go. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks for hanging out with me. Remind everybody to subscribe or resubscribe, and also to subscribe on YouTube. I appreciate it. I'm thinking about to borrow that King of Narrow Street next. You should. It's. I don't know if you're a fan of crime thrillers, noir, but it is got some good. It's definitely got some good stuff, and it's got a lot of Brooklyn in it, which I think you'll like. All right, Frank. I'll see you. No, I won't see you. All right, Nick. I will see you tomorrow. Tom, I will see you tomorrow. Otherwise, nobody else was invited. MandoCon. Yes, you will. Don't threaten me. All right, everybody. Save some room in your suitcase. I got like 2 crates full of books you can go through. See yous.